Welcome, it's denome. In this video I will talk about Bitcoin. We're going to talk about altcoins, and this is going to be like a weekly recap of what has happened, the most important news, as well as we're going to take a look at all the altcoins by list which had performed well, which might be undervalued, and this could be a weekly format. So if you guys like this video, let me know in the comments what you think about if you want to see this on a weekly basis, and I would basically try to make this every single Monday from now on. Just let me know if you think this is interesting. And before I go into the news and before I go into the altcoins, let's talk about Bitcoin, because that is the market leader right now in crypto markets. And Bitcoin here, we've been hovering in the 16,000 range for a while already, and the MACD is actually turning bearish here, which is not a good sign in the short term. So we might actually see a downturn. And by the way, I don't want to make this video on a weekly basis or on a daily basis, because then I would always say like Bitcoin can go up or down from here. And that's basically what I want to say in this video also, is that Bitcoin can go up or down. And personally, I'm pretty neutral on the short term. And if there's a price drop here, you know, in previous videos, I talked about these 30% drops all the way up here to the top of this move. So once Bitcoin goes parabolic, all these support line levels become useless almost, because when you take a look at this one, this bottom here is not supported by any kind of support level. This is not supported by any support level. It wicked all the way down to this support level here. So that's good, but this downturn, it's not supported by anything before that. So once Bitcoin goes parabolic, technical analysis is much harder, and it's much harder to predict what Bitcoin is going to do next as well, because when we are in uncharted territories, then it's just hard to guess what's going to happen. And that's basically going to be the theme when the parabolic move continues, is that when does it end? When does it end? How long does it continue? But if you're just here for the ride and you ride this wave and you take profits all along the way to the top, and I think that's going to be an amazing strategy. But if you are now just getting into Bitcoin, this might be a local top, because you know we had these 30% drops before, and a 30% drop from here would actually bring us still to this support line here, which is the multi-year weekly support resistance level. So 11,500 is basically the lowest I think it can go if the bull run is going to continue. So that's, you have to have that also as a plan for you, that it could go that low. But again, we're halfway from this support line here to the all-time high. So we're just so close already that it could just snap there as well. And once it goes there, I think it's gonna dump afterwards at least. So we're gonna dump from here 30%, or we're gonna dump from here 30%. That's basically my expectation, because a lot of people have been holding Bitcoin for a long time already, and they want to take out profits, or they want to cut their losses whenever they see this. So just, I'm expecting a small downturn quite soon, if it's here, or if it's gonna be when we touch this all-time high here. So just keep in mind that Bitcoin will have that drop at some point, or most likely will have that drop, just because if we go back to 2016 here, I want to showcase this one. It takes a little bit while to load it on my computer. Here we are. So this one is the 2014 top that we had before, and we had a similar run now in 2017, 2018. Basically what has happened here, and now basically we are here. So from here it dropped about 40%, actually 40% before we actually went to test the all-time highs. So that's also what can happen. And when we actually touched the all-time high, then we again had a 30% drop here. So for that reason, I'm expecting a 30% drop either from this level, or when we actually hit the all-time high, or both. So just keep that in mind, that that is an actual probability. It's not likely that we just shoot all the way up through the all-time high and just gonna continue from there. No problems of any kind of sell-off or anything like that. So I'm expecting these drops to continue all the way when the parabolic move is actually going to continue. So yeah, that's basically my assessment for Bitcoin. And some of the bullish news that I saw, or some of the interesting news, one was that Bitcoin's price action rhymes with 1970s gold market, says Citibank. And that's pretty good. And Citibank also has a Bitcoin price target of $318,000 by December 2021. And they are saying that Bitcoin is 21st century gold. That's quite an interesting statement from Citibank. And if you know anything about Citibank, Citibank is founded in 1812, and they have 2,700 branches in 19 countries. So they're a massive bank, a massive institution, and for them to publicly say that Bitcoin is going to hit 318,000, that's pretty bullish. And I'm sure they want to have some crypto services also, and I'm sure that they will want to advertise those crypto services to people as well, because more and more people are interested in this market. So this is the first bullish news. And the second bullish news is that Wyoming's elected senator, Cynthia Lummis, is speaking about Bitcoin and why it's a store of value. And this is actually the first US senator who publicly has Bitcoin and who thinks that Bitcoin is a must-have for someone who wants to protect their capital. It's a 1 minute, 11-second video. Highly watch it, that you look it. If you want to look it or watch it, you can now see it on my tweet or Twitter feed. So there you go. And the next one, it's basically the same story here on bitcoin.com. Anyway, that's it for the Bitcoin. Now let's talk about altcoins. So again, this is my favorite list. It's not the only coins out there, but these are some of the coins that I'm currently watching. So let's just take a look at this one. Bitcoin has been hovering basically on the same level for the last 7 days. Ethereum has actually gone down a little bit, which is interesting if you want to still get into Ethereum. It might be a good time. And if we actually take a look at the 7-day winners here, let's take a look at that one. And there's an actually interesting winner here. It's actually sushi. Who would have thought that sushi is gonna pump so hard 2020 at the end of 2020? A massive pump, beating everything else out there. 86% pump. Congratulations to everyone who is holding sushi. Luckily, I have been farming some sushi before. Now they actually have an update there, so you get most of the rewards after 90 days. So I'm getting my sushi about 60 days from now. I'm no longer farming sushi, but I get more sushi just because I have farmed in the past. So to see that pumping is of course good for me. Then Rune Thorchain, they're actually allowing cross-chain swaps without any kind of wrapping. So you can swap Bitcoin into Binance Coin, or you can swap it to Ethereum, or you can swap it to Neo. And it's quite interesting that what they're doing. I still haven't taken a closer look, but I know that they have one swap that just went live this week, that where you can actually swap on the Binance Smart Chain, and yeah, that's what happened there. So that's basically the pump there. SWTH, that one I hold. DexT I held for a short while, and Uni, this one actually surprised me as well. $3.74. If you are holding Uni, I would consider selling. $800 million market cap, already quite high. The inflation is high for Uni token as well. And also, there's one thing that's going to happen with Uni, which is going to shake up the markets. So if we actually go to the Uni application, or uniswap.org, this is what's going to happen in one day. These reward pools are going to end. So what's going to happen is that $370 million worth of ETH and DAI is going to basically look for new opportunities. ETH USD has $500 million. ETH USD has $500 million. ETH Bitcoin has $860 million worth of capital here. So this money is no longer earning these Uni tokens as a reward. I think that's why the Uni price has also been pumping, because you can no longer farm it. I think, or at least before, they had a plan to have more of these yield opportunities for people. So we'll see if they're actually going to announce more pools in the future. But for now, what we know publicly is that 20 hours from now, you can no longer farm uni tokens. And I don't know what this money will want to do. If they're looking for new opportunities, if it's going to be bullish for altcoins, if it's going to be bearish for Ethereum, because as you can see, like $1 billion worth of ETH is basically unlocked from here. But it also means that almost the same amount of money of stablecoins is going to enter the market, which will be looking for new opportunities as well. So maybe the stablecoins will buy ETH, maybe they will buy Bitcoin, or maybe they will buy altcoins. So what I'm expecting from this, at least, is volatility. And I tried to ask people in my Telegram and Twitter what they think about this. Is it bearish or bullish? And basically nobody has any idea what this money wants to do. So I'm just going to say that we're going to see volatility from this one. But you know that this is going to happen in 20 hours from now. So we'll see what people will want to do. And this was, by the way, 950 million yesterday. So a lot of people have already been withdrawing their funds from here. And when this actually ends, I'm actually expecting the Ethereum network to be a little bit jammed for a while as well. So just keep that in mind if you want to exit some positions now, or if you want to stake something now. The gas prices were like 21 Gwei, or 21 was the gas price before that I used it earlier. But once this goes to zero, I think people will want to unstake their funds, which will increase the network load as well. So just that also is going to happen. Let's get back here. XOR, that pump pretty much surprised me as well. Other coins here, TrustSwap, that's what we own. Orion, we own Sol, that was a coin that I talked about in the previous video. Silica, not doing too good. Well, 6% is up, but it's okay. Exile, a little bit up, but in short term it's down. But let's take a look at the losers here, because here's where basically the opportunities lie. Unilayer down by 40%, down by 60% in the last 30 days. 24 hours, 16% down. That could be an interesting buying opportunity, to be honest, because they just announced their version 2 of Unilayer, so they will have more updates and they will have more options there. And they announced that on November 8th. So I don't know what caused this drop. I tried to take a look at their Telegram. I couldn't find any reason for this. So this could actually be a buying opportunity for Unilayer if you have been buying this coin. I don't know anything else about that. If you have insight into Unilayer, let me know. But this $2 million market cap could be an opportunity for sure. XDAI stake, they process a lot of transactions per day, a lot. Actually, they have more transactions on XDAI than you have on like ADA or Cardano, or even maybe on EOS. So XDAI could be undervalued here as well, down by 20% in the last 7 days. So that's interesting. UPT I held before. Luckily, I sold it before this drop. CRO done again. We'll see if we're gonna hit 0.055 with CRO. Let's see about that. That's basically the winners and losers of this week. SXP a little bit down this week. The staking rewards for SXP is about 35%. I do own it. And by the way, in my portfolio update video, I did forget about LID protocol. So I do own LID protocol. So you know, my entry price is about $0.022. So a little bit up there. I have staked that money, and I did forget about I have staked it for that video. So after I've released the video, I was like, oh, okay, I forget about this one. So I do own some LID as well. But I haven't made, after I made that video, I haven't made almost any updates to my portfolio. So it's basically the same one that I did before. Celsius, a little bit down in the 7 days. But it hit $2, which was a big milestone for Celsius token. Band a little bit down. Band, by the way, is an interesting coin. I'm thinking about entering it again or putting more money into Band, but we'll see. I'm still quite happy about how it is, but it's definitely something that it's one of the coins that I'm most bullish on is Band protocol. Anyway, that's basically the update here. Some winners, some losers, a few coins that could be undervalued, a few coins that you might consider taking profits on if you have those coins. Yeah, that's basically it for this video. Let me know if you like this format, if there's something else you would like to see in this video. This is a little bit unscripted for this week, so in the coming weeks, if I continue making this video, it could be a little bit more structured. So let me know what you would actually want to know more about in like a weekly recap. Anyway, that's it for this video. I hope you liked it. Consider subscribing and let me know your thoughts down below in the comments, and I will see you on the next video.